You, Barry. Nice to be here.
It's amazing today. It really is amazing because today we're going to share with our members how we are going to help them make significant sales. Yes, we will make the sales for them. Guys, before we get started, I'm going to share with you how on earth we're able to do this. All right, tons of people here today. Okay, so basically, over the course of the next hour and 15 minutes, we're going to provide you with a solution whereby we will generate a ton of sales for you. That is correct. We're not going to show you how to make sales. We're just going to do it for you. And we've been working with some beta testers over the last 6 to 8 weeks, and we're seeing extraordinary results, which is why we are literally able to say right now for the first time ever, yes, allow us to generate for you a ton of sales. Now, before we do get started, I just want to ask you guys a very quick question. Who here is making decent sales already online? Give me a yes or a not yet. I just want to see, there's only two options today. There's no no's today because that's not going to be an option by the end of today. It's either a yes or a not yet. So we've got a bunch of yeses. And Nora's got a big yes. We've got a Frank with a yes, a bunch of no's, a few sales, says Gary, not yet, bunch of not yets. All right. No, Joseph, it's not a no. It's a not yet. Okay. Tons of sales, says John Clark. Awesome. Not yet, Joyce. I like that with the exclamation marks. Excellent. All right. So we've got to make sure people that are saying yes, a few sales, and not yet. Now, one final question before we do get started. Who here has made sales or attempted to make sales with eBay? Right in the chat box. EB for eBay if you have. Just write EB. Or not yet, or NEB for not eBay yet. So we see a few EBs, mostly not yet. Okay, so guys, we're just going to put this all to bed once and for all during today's session. Serge, are you ready for this? This is literally, I believe, guys, I'm just warning everyone, strap yourselves in for the ride, because what we're about to share with you, we've shared this with beta testers. They almost fell off their chairs. And then we actually have done this with them and for them. And the results have been really, really encouraging. And we're going to share that with you today. All right, guys. So are you ready, Serge? Are you ready for this?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here and waiting for that.
All right, guys. You can confirm you've fed the cat. You've done your press ups. You've closed your email. You've got your glass of water. You are ready to rock and roll, and you're ready to participate, and you are strapped in safely into your chair so you don't fall off it. Give me a big ready in the chat box. I want to make sure that everyone is ready to go. I don't want any hungry cats, guys. You know, we're doing a presentation in order to save the world's wildlife and cats especially. So please confirm the cats have been fed and you're ready to go. All right, guys. Brett, if you can hand me the screen, I'm delighted to say that the world's cats have been fed, and that's brought to you by RS. So remember that. Okay, let me just cross. There's a bit of background noise there somewhere. All right, show my screen, and hopefully you guys can now see me and see my entire screen. Guys, let me know. Trevor, no, this is something else, Trevor, regarding eBay, but it's something you've never, ever, ever seen before. All right, you guys see my screens? Give me a yes. Okay, perfect. So, guys, today I'm going to share with you a done-for-you massive sales formula. I'm going to share with you over the next hour or so. And before even I get into what I'm going to share with you, I'm going to start with an apology. Because if you're here in order to learn or want us to teach you how to make a lot of sales on e-commerce, you're in the wrong place. We're not going to show you how you can make a ton of sales. Rather, you're going to be disappointed if that's what you want. Instead, we're going to do it for you. Today's training is focused on training you, not just how it's done, but rather we are about to generate a ton of sales for you. We aren't just going to generate tons of sales for you. We can almost guarantee you are going to get a colossal amount of these sales. How are we so positive? I'm going to share that with you, and you're going to understand why in a couple of minutes. Guys, we've been online. A lot of you have known us for many, many years. We've been online for nearly a decade, and we've never been in a position that we can actually get our members a ton of sales. It's never been that way. I've got to be honest with you. I've been frustrated. Any of you that know me well, that have met me at events, know that the biggest thing that's frustrated me is that we've shared over the last goodness knows how many years some amazing strategies. We've had a lot of members generate results, change their lives. I'm delighted about that. But the vast majority of our members have always had problems with initial traction. And it's been frustrating to me because we're sharing these great ideas. And a lot of people, I know we open up the gates and allow people to join programs. And at the end of the day, most people are not getting traction. Today, we want to put that right. And instead of teaching you how to do it and hoping that you'll have the time and the energy and the resources to do it, we're just going to get the traction for you. So I hope that is super exciting. And we're going to do this in a way for you that you're not going to have to spend a red cent on traffic, not a red cent on traffic or on products. You're not going to have to spend a minute finding winning products. You're not even going to need to set up a store. You don't even need to fight competition. We've taken it all on for you. We will do it. So we're removing the one thing that has resulted in the majority of our members. I'll be honest with you, even the majority of our members, that we have better statistics probably than any other company I know out there. When I go to events and I share the results that our members get, it is way beyond what most any other marketers have ever been able to produce. But I've not been satisfied with that. And I want to put that to bed today. And not only are we going to be able to share with you and provide you with a ton of sales, everything I'm about to share with you today is totally scalable. It is scalable, and you'll be able to scale the numbers that I'm going to share with you. And we're both going to benefit from this relationship. Yeah, we've got to work extremely hard to get you a ton of sales, but that's going to benefit you, and it's going to benefit us. You're going to benefit from a ton of sales. Many of you have never had traction online before. We will benefit from the sales that you generate as well, from the products that you're going to be selling. So we're going to be generating an insane win-win arrangement between you and us. And this is a cold fact, guys. The fact is, and I say this almost in every webinar, you know this to be true, most entrepreneurs do not succeed in e-commerce. In fact, the vast majority will never even make a sale online. Many reasons for it, but the biggest ones are basically the financial side, where you normally have to pay to play. You need to spend money on advertising, and most people get scared with that and never get traction. And the other big reason is that people caught up with life. People caught up with a job, with family, with kids, with parents, with all the 101 things that we have to deal with on a daily basis. And as a result, their ability to focus and get traction is, and this is just a reality, never seems to happen. Guys, am I speaking to you? Does anyone feel this is resonating with them? Do you agree? This cold fact, right in the chat box, CF. If you agree with this cold fact, it is a cold fact. Most people won't succeed, and it's because of financial concerns and also time and focus reasons as well. All right, lots of CFs in the room. So how on earth are we absolutely certain that we can help you guys make a ton of sales? Well, many of you know hundreds of our members have generated sales with the strategy we're going to share with you, and that's before we actually taking care of this on your behalf. So we've got members, many have succeeded by their own volition. Unfortunately, many more have not, but we're going to handle that for you, make it almost impossible for not to get massive traction. Guys, I'm sharing with you now the accounts of some of our beta testers. And here's an example of Mark. We're going to meet Mark hopefully a little bit later on. He'll be joining us, I hope. You can see that in 30 days from scratch, he knocked out $2,502 in sales. And you'll hear from him and his profit margins. This, by the way, generated for him, he says, $700-800 in his pocket. This was the first month. This is a person that spent years trying to get traction. We got other examples. This person, $56.92 in 30 days. It goes up $7,066 in 30 days. We ran a test ourselves. We got Serge to open up a brand new account and to just get this done, this VIP service done. And you can see he went from practically nothing to $2,641 in 30 days without practically lifting a finger. And when we added products into accounts for some of our members, we're starting to see even bigger numbers. Here's $11,870 in a single month, $12,116, $19,266. The ability to scale here is insane. And the best thing of all is that we are going to be doing the hardest part for you. Guys, who here would like us to make them a ton of sales from scratch, where you will not need to worry about spending a penny on traffic or products, and I leave this completely and utterly to us? Give me a massive big yes if you would like us to do this for you. I'm going to wait here for 998 yeses. Or, Serge, we can have an early night. That would be fantastic. I see people going absolutely bonkers here. All right. So anything you want to add before we get into the nitty-gritty and the meat and potatoes?
I think you're explaining everything perfectly. You can show the example, and that's the main thing. You can see right now how simple it is, and the proof is what we just saw now. The result, especially even with my account, new account, and I didn't have to do much, and it just had sales on a daily basis. So that's very exciting.
So let's get into this, guys. Okay, so here comes the meat and potatoes. So in a second, I'm going to share with you this really powerful profit formula that we've created, that we're going to perform the majority of the work for you. We're going to share with you what you need to do. That's right, what we're doing and what you need to do. It's going to be easy. You just need to be consistent. But first, you need to understand how on earth is it that we've got to the situation that I'm right now saying to you on a live webinar that we're going to generate for you a ton of sales. How on earth can I make such a bold claim? I need you to focus really hard for the next 5 minutes especially, because this will open up the possibilities for you. Here are the 5 main reasons why we are able to, in this situation, to provide you with this platform. And that is because eBay, it's almost impossible with the way that we're sharing with you how to do eBay. It's almost impossible for you not to generate a ton of sales. Let me share with you 5 reasons why that is, okay? Now, before I do, is anyone here an eBay seller? Write in the chat box eBay if you're an eBay seller. And if you're not, and you're absolutely right, Uzi, it sounds too good to be true. I agree with you, right? It was very hard for us to share how on earth are we going to be able to make this presentation without us sounding like this is ridiculous, this is crazy. So I'm going to share all with you, and Uzi, I want your feedback over the next hour. And I want everyone's feedback, guys. We're in this together. I'm going to share with you everything. No questions were left unanswered. I'm going to make sure you guys get this and you can make an educated decision, okay? So very few, some of you have worked with eBay, some of you as an affiliate. Let me get into why eBay right now is red hot. Number 1, eBay's model loves newbies. eBay loves new sellers, and they want you to make sales fast. Now, there's a huge reason why eBay wants us to make sales, especially when you open up a new account. Does anyone know the reason why eBay wants us to make sales? They definitely do drive us traffic and sales for nothing. Why do they do that? The answer is you're smart, Yosef. Yes, they're at war with Amazon. Whilst Amazon has its own business structure, eBay structure is based on the amount of products you have uploaded. They make a little bit of money on every product that you have on their system. So they want you as a newbie, first of all, to leave Amazon and to work with them. That's number 1. They're at war with Amazon, and they do anything to bring you new sellers onto their platform. But number 2, they make money when you add more products. And their rationale is, if you make sales, you'll add more products. If you add more products, you'll make more sales, and they make money. So their entire business model is dependent on you having a ton of products on their system. So it really is a structure for win-win. Now, what's happening is, as a result of this war with Amazon, eBay's exposing members' products extensively to the over 200 million buyers for doing no more than regularly adding products into their account. That's right. If you did nothing else than just add products into your account, you will get sales. We'll talk about the numbers a little bit later on, but you will get sales. It's an amazing place to get initial traction. So this is all point number 1. And the key to this is remaining consistent. Now, this is a bit crazy, but we've done this in the past where we taught people this formula. And of the people that took any sort of action, 80% of them in our test were making sales within 2 weeks. The problem is there was another bunch of people that didn't get traction because they weren't consistent. So we got rid of that, and we're going to solve that in just a few moments. But the key is for you adding products on a daily basis. Either you do it yourself or we do it for you. And we're going to help you with that. And we're not just going to upload products for you. We're going to upload winning products for you. So that is point number one. Point number two, guys, is with eBay, you can advertise without spending any money on traffic. Zero. So if you want to build a Shopify business or an Amazon business or any other online business, for you to be able to make any sales, you're going to have to spend and invest money on advertising. This is a big reason why most people will never succeed online. eBay is going to drive us traffic for free, and we can even advertise like we do on other platforms if you want to, and you don't pay anything upfront. You just pay a percentage of the sale once it's been made. Okay. Okay. This making sense, guys? Guys, so far, is this making sense? Give me a big yes in the chat box if this is making sense, right? This is super powerful. Okay. We're going to create a situation where you have a ton of traffic because eBay wants to send you traffic, and you just need to remain consistent. The traffic is free. So this is a big advantage for anyone getting started. Now, number three, we have access to over 1 million amazing products. That's right. Our members, i.e. you, will have access to over 1 million products in an underground platform. This is locally drop shipped, so you don't have to spend any money up front on inventory. You get happy clients because you can deliver products within 2, 3, 4, 5 days. You're getting great pricing, and the suppliers in this platform are not competing on Amazon. Many different niches, 1 million products, many winners, and we know what those winners are. So when we add them to your account, they got a very good chance of making sales on eBay. And best of all, we are adding those products for you. So you don't need to start searching for the winners. We're going to upload them for you. Now, I just want to be absolutely clear, not every product is going to win in every account, but that doesn't matter because we're going to show you how you get rid of the ones that don't work so we can replace them with new ones that are working so that you optimize your account. So that's reason number three why it's almost impossible not to get traction with eBay, because we've got winning products and we're going to add them into your account for you. Guys, are you understanding the value of having your hands on amazing products with a ton of free traffic? Give me a big yes in the chat box if you understand so far and I can progress. If you don't understand something, I'm speaking too quickly, you need a clarification, something happened, I don't know what, the dog started to bark. Tell me right now or forever hold your peace. All right, everyone's got this. Let's move on. Little competition. Within the new underground platforms, over 1 million products, there's going to be little competition on each product that's being uploaded. So we got a relationship with different suppliers that are in general not supplying these products directly on Amazon. And it doesn't matter anyway, because on eBay, we know that there's only going to be limited competition on each product that you're going to have in your account. eBay gives fair exposure to everyone. So selling at low prices isn't even that necessary. That's the other point. eBay's not like Amazon. The average guy going on Amazon is searching for price. On eBay, eBay doesn't give you a full plethora of all the options of where you're going to buy from. You need to search hard and low in order to find them. eBay does not necessarily prefer sellers who are selling at cheaper prices. That's the other massive advantage as well. So there's little competition with the products that you're going to be able to sell. And number five, I mentioned this before, but it's important to reiterate that your investment is almost nothing. You don't pay a cent for products up front. You don't need to build a store to get started. And when you do build a store, it's like $5 a month. It's tiny amounts of investment. Free initial listings, then you just pay a few pennies on each listing thereafter. You're only going to pay for listings that are working, because we're going to get rid of listings that aren't working. Zero advertising spend needed, and we're going to populate everything for you. So guys, who's excited to get amazing eBay traction from complete scratch? I don't care if you are a newbie. I don't care if you've never made sales before. Every single person here has the ability to get exciting traction with eBay, because we're going to provide it for you. eBay helps you get sales by exposing your products in front of 200 million buyers. You can advertise for nothing. You have access to a platform with 1 million plus products. Your competition is tiny, costs are minimum. Plus, we are going to give you the best products. You're not even going to have to think about it, because we're going to find them, add them into your account, and generate a ton of sales for you. Guys, who thinks that that is absolutely Amazing. Right in the chat box. Amazing if you understand what we are talking about. I'm just going to wait for everyone to respond. If you don't understand again, please let us know. I'm waiting for everyone to write either amazing or you've got a question or it doesn't make sense. If it's not amazing to you, feel free to drop off the line because we're going to be doing this for a small group of our members who are here today. Okay. What is the reason? Great question. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we're going to benefit greatly because these are products that we have access to where you make sales, you make profit. We also make profit on every sale that you generate, right? And it's a lot easier for us to have you selling these and creating new accounts and scaling. It's an incredible scaling opportunity that we can't do by ourselves. So it's actually a total win-win. I'm going to get into that in just a minute. So do you have anything to add at this point before I continue? Because I now want to get into what I call the SAS formula, the sales and scale formula. So everyone understands what our role is, what their role is, and how we can both benefit from this. So is there anything you want to add before we continue?
I think you were explaining everything perfectly, really. I did see some comment that they're saying that a new account could be complicated. It's not true, and I really feel that you explained it perfectly. So they want new account because they want to see new members on that platform. So there's a strategy to follow so that they will allow you to do drop shipping. And as you explained as well, we're working with a supplier that eBay agreed to have their product in their platform. So that's I think you're going to talk about this later.
Okay. Yeah, the only rules we have to have an eBay account. Yes, we're going to share exactly what you're going to be doing in just a second, guys. So some good questions coming in about eBay, your account, etc. Many of you have never touched eBay. To be honest, those of you who have never even touched eBay, you're probably at a tremendous advantage. eBay loves new sellers. There is one demand that they have, and that is that you're going to act professionally. And the only problem we've had in the past is some of our members, when we shared this formula, when we didn't do it for them, is that those who didn't have success were those who are not consistent, right? Those who are consistent, I said about 80% of those who had taken any sort of traction, had taken any sort of action, got traction within a couple of weeks. So it's a matter of being professional, but we've resolved the professionalism part in mostly. And we're going to share with you what your role is. All right, let's get into this, guys, because I know you want to know the SAS formula. Remember that term, SAS. Hope you guys know what the SAS is. I know it as the sales and scale formula for eBay. So SAS, let's get into this. I'm going to talk about our part of it first, and then I'm going to share with you with Serge what your role is. So I want you to understand our role, your role, so we're in the same boat. All right. So step number one, you need to find and add converting products daily into your eBay account. That is done for you. You don't need to search for hours, and you don't need to spend a ton of time researching. We do all that for you. Now, most eBay sellers are hunting in the dark. They're selling, they don't know where to find the winning products. They're just guessing. They're inconsistent. And the result is most of those people are never going to get any sort of traction as a result. Remember what I've said to you several times already. This is important. eBay wants us to be professional and show that we are serious. If we show we are serious and we're adding good products on a daily basis, they're going to reward us with even more exposure to their buyers, right? This is a tremendous win-win. And that's their business model. They want you to add a ton of products into your account because that's how they make money. And guess what? You're going to add more products if you see that you're making money. So that's why it is a really interesting win-win. So that part's done for you. We're going to find and add. Okay. Now, I just want you to understand this point. When you're adding products into eBay, and these are statistics that we have seen, you can expect, it's not guaranteed here. This part's not 100% guaranteed, but we've seen some members get a little bit less, and we've seen members get a lot more. But we're seeing about 3% conversion of your products will sell over a month. So if you have 1,000 products in your account, you should see 30 sales, even if you did nothing else, right? So this is like just, can you imagine? We saw people that have never made sales in their lives, and hopefully Mark is going to be here just a little bit later on. I want to talk to Mark. It's a guy that had not had any traction online before, and then suddenly you're making 30 sales in a month. That's only small change, but that's with immediate effect, and that's with just, say, 1,000 products. So what if you had 10,000 products? Then you should be expecting around 300 sales a month. That gets interesting because if you have a couple of dollars of profit, that would be $600 of pure profit in your pocket. That's not bad for doing nothing, all right? But this is the beginning. So you need to add consistent products into your account. Now, you want to scale. One of the options for scaling, we'll get into this a little bit later, you could have more accounts. Do you imagine if you did the same thing with 2 accounts or 5 accounts or 10 accounts? Be careful with that, though. You need to do that with very specific training. We share that with you as well. But those of you already thinking bigger, put that in the back of your minds. Put a little parenthesis around it, but put it to the side. But just remember, everything we're talking about is totally scalable. So, guys, everyone can do this because we're going to find those products. We have them. We add the products into your account, and you get basically, by virtue of that, you're already 99% ahead of the competition by allowing us to do it for you. Okay, so this is step number 1. You don't need to think very hard about this. We handle this for you. So if you did nothing else, I'm almost certain you're going to make significant amount of sales, but it's not enough. It's not enough. No one's going to be delighted making sales if you're not making significant profit, but that's step number 1. Okay, and the truth is, it's enough to get some incredible sales, right? It's almost impossible not to. But we then want to go further. We want to increase our sales and we want to increase our profits. All right. This is where we now need to take it. Just so you get for an example, so you see the difference. Imagine you've got 10,000 products in your account. All right. And some of the examples I gave of before, you're going to meet Mark, he only had 3,000 at the time of products in his account. But imagine you've got 10,000 products in your account. Imagine you made 300 sales, that's 3% conversion. And let's say the profit was $2. I have here $3. Let's say it was even $2. So then you'd be $600 in profit a month. If it was $3 per product, that'd be $900 in profit in your pocket. That's okay. But once if you can increase those numbers, and once if you can increase the sales, and we're going to share with you how you do that, and perhaps increase the profits, even if I take those numbers down that's on your page, let's say it's just 500 sales, and let's say it's just $3 profit, that'd be $1,500 profit in your pocket. Okay, now I want you to understand this, and Serge will share us the reasons why in just a few minutes. Your profit is likely to increase over time when you do the optimization, which we're going to share with you. And we've seen beta members in our beta tested group go from about 5 to 8% profit in the first month to 12 to 15% profit on each thereafter after 3 months. Okay, that's the sort of things we're now seeing with our beta testers. So if we could get you to that point, and let's be incredibly conservative. Let's say you only got to say $500 a month in profit or $400 a month in profit. That is a very significant start. Guys, do you agree that would be a significant start? Write in the chat box, yes. If we could get to the point where you're making even just $400 or $500 in profit, that would be a fantastic place to start, correct? All right. I'm not talking about rocket science here. I'm not talking about crazy numbers. I'm not promising you the world. I'm simply saying there is a strategy here that everyone can do. And let's talk about worst case scenarios. We want you to get to a point of very decent profitability within 3 months. You should be seeing very decent profitability within 30 days. But certainly after 3 months where your profits are 12%, 10, 12, 15%, then you start to see nice numbers that you can actually look at and say, wow, there's something here. Okay, let's move on. So step number 1, we're going to handle products and those initial sales to get you traction that 95% of people online would never, ever have. The next step is getting you higher profits and making even more sales. This is where you come in. I think it was Isaac before asked, so what do we have to do? Okay, guys, our job is to get you traction like you've never seen before. Your job then is to go for the kill and to scale, okay? Let me share with you exactly how we are doing this. The investment in eBay for the store is about $5 a month, correct? And then per product, we can share with you the numbers just a little bit later on, Guy, but it's a very good question. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this is where you're coming in. So please, guys, take notes, because if you understand this, you understand the exact picture. So the second step, this is your job, is to analyze your sales. You're going to be trained by Serge, who's been around eBay for years and created the definitive course in French originally, and has done this for an English audience as well, and has helped my members to get traction. But again, I'm being honest here. 80% of our members that took action were getting sales within 2 weeks, but I had a load of other members that did not make any sales because they never had any, they just weren't taking action. That's why we wanted to solve that problem once and for good. Anyway, your job, will be to learn from Serge. It's not complicated. It's very simple, but it's to analyze the products. You're going to be looking into your account on a monthly basis, and you're going to be looking to see which products are working for you, which products aren't working for you. And your job is to get rid of the products that aren't working for you so that we can add more products into your account so you have more products that are working. So you're all consistently looking, and you mustn't be too fast about this. You've got to give this a good amount of time, 30 days, to see what's working, what's not. And you're going to find some products are working straight away. Great. Some are showing potential. There's traffic, but not enough sales. Give it a little bit more time. Some have got traffic and it's a complete disaster. You get rid of them. Okay. Here's the facts. 10 to 12% of your products ain't going to get traction. They won't work. Not a big deal. You're just going to get rid of them. Not a big deal. And then we add more products, and then you start being able to take the better products and get rid of over time. You'll get rid of products that perhaps are even making sales for you, but not enough sales, and replace them with better and better products. Remember, we will be consistently adding products for you. Your job is to analyze, and then we'll add more products into your account to replace the ones that you have removed. Guys, does that sound good? Does that make sense? Write in the chat box, sense. Excuse me, makes sense. If that makes sense to you, that's number one. This is the first part of work that you need to do. We need you to get your analytical brain on. Serge, how complicated is it to do the analysis and to make good scientific decisions about get rid of these products, keep these products I should wait a little bit longer because maybe it's worth just waiting a little bit. How hard is it to learn that skill, Serge?
It's not difficult. I'll show exactly everything on a video that shows simply how to do that. It's very simple to understand how it works. You'll see it's easy, and once you get the grip of it, you'll see straight away how to do it on a daily basis. Oh, actually.
Okay. So it's really not complicated, guys. It's just a matter. Ian's asking be more specific. It's very simple. It's really just analyzing the data, looking at the products, looking at the traffic going to those products. Some of your products just aren't attracting any sort of traffic. Some of them attracting traffic are not converting, and there's going to be those who are converting extremely well, right? And it's just a matter of knowing at what point of statistics you pull the plug on certain products. It's going to be 10, 12%. So you are going to spend a couple of hours doing that during the course of a month. Okay, so that's part number 2. That's on you. Of course, we train you, we help you. If you need any help, we can help you, but this is where you get involved. Step number 3, guys. Now, this is certainly, if you want to do this, and we recommend you do this, and that is further increasing your potential for sales by what eBay calls promoted listings. Now, promoted listings is just basically your way to get eBay to drive you more traffic through advertising. But unlike Shopify, that you have to use Facebook, and unlike Amazon, you don't spend money up front. This is like, it's a dream especially for people that maybe don't have the ability to invest in advertising, or maybe are worried about investing money they don't have and want to get traction. This is just a dream. So you're basically paying eBay a percentage on the sale once it's occurred, right? This is amazing, right? And guys, compare that. Compare that to any other type of advertising online. You cannot. So this is what's called promoted listings. Now, we've got some great products, limited competition with these products. So scaling sales to winning products is a lot of fun. And it's like nothing else you've ever seen online because you're not spending money. If it doesn't work and you're not making sales from the promoted listings, who cares? You just take other products. But the beauty of this is that you're going to be promoting listings that you know are already working. And you're not even going to have to spend any money up front. Again, this is another example why eBay is so powerful, especially for newbies or members who want to get traction and don't have the money or the time to be able to test thousands and thousands of dollars of Facebook advertising or Google advertising. Guys, is this exciting? Write in the chat box PL for promoted listings if you are excited that there's such a thing online. It's like, who's ever even heard of such a concept, right? It's incredible, right? This is what excited me about this, because I've never been in this situation before where I saw a platform that really wants to help its members to be successful, right? And that is something very powerful indeed. All right, we're going to move on. So we spoke about you analyzing your account. We spoke about increasing sales through promoted listings. The next step is improving your listing descriptions. Now, I think of it this way. Basically, eBay wants to send you traffic. It wants to send you good traffic. In order for it to send you good traffic, you need to list your product. And by the way, even if you didn't do this, they'll still send you traffic because they want you as a newbie, as a new account. They want you to get excited about eBay. So they're going to drive you traffic. You're going to make sales. But we're not interested in just those initial sales. I think everyone here wants to make even more sales so they can make this extremely profitable. So this is the next step. It's improving the descriptions of your winning products. Now, again, it's just a template. Serge teaches you how to do this. This is not complicated. You don't need to be a copywriter. You don't need to be some sort of genius. You just need to understand how eBay works. Serge, can you just describe briefly for our members so they just get a taste of this? First of all, what is it that they're doing with a description? What does it mean to improve your description? And explain to our members, how is it that through that means, through a better description, they'll get more traffic? How does that work?
Basically, what we do is that you choose keywords, better keywords, and the keyword is those words that that buyers are typing in the search engine of eBay to find a specific product. So if you know how to find the right keyword, then you'll add it to the title. That's how you will be able to attract more buyers to your listing. So this is basically what you need to do to improve the title of your list on eBay.
It's those keywords, guys, are the key, and we share with you how you get your hands on those keywords. But basically, you're almost telling eBay, please send this type of traffic to this product, because eBay doesn't know necessarily what the product is if you don't describe to eBay what it is. So it's like a mini little Google, it's a mini little search engine. And when you learn how to do this, again, it's all template. There's no rocket science here. You don't need to be a great advertiser to do this. Again, you need to be focused. Focus on analyzing which products are working, get rid of the ones that aren't. Going further and having promoted listings for those that are working, so you can get more exposure, and then improving the descriptions of the listings that are working, so that you get eBay sending you even more traffic. I hope this is starting to make sense. We've got some traffic hacks as well to further increase exposure that Serge shares with you as well. But guys, who understands this and sees the potential of this? So number one, even if you did nothing, you should be getting 3%. I'm not making promises about that 3%. It could be less, it could be more, but you're going to get sales even if you did nothing else. But again, if anyone's happy with just doing that, you're in the wrong place, because anyone can do that. That's not what we're excited about. But once you've got those initial sales that you're going to get regardless, by adding products daily and showing you're serious, you're going to get further sales, because eBay will send you more traffic because they see that you're professional. By going from 3,000 products to 10,000 products and then getting to 20,000 products, that will massively increase your numbers as well. You can then add another account. So you got another newbie account, you get the initial amazing traction, and then you scale up 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 products. Increasing the quality of your listings is going to get eBay to drive you even more traffic and more pinpointed traffic, more strategic traffic. That's the reason and the way that you're going to get better conversions and higher profit margins. We've got some other hacks we're going to share with you as well. And that's how you can get, after a couple of months, maybe 3 months or so, you should be able to get to the 10, 12, 15% profitability on every single sale that you generate. Remember, you don't spend any money on the product up front. You're drop shipping it, local drop ship between 2 and 5 days. And that's how you get a lot of additional sales. Guys, who understands? Give me a big I do in the chat box if this is making sense. I just want to make sure you guys, this is making sense to you. Okay, perfect. Let's move on. Best of all, the hard work, the thing that's been holding our members back in the past. I told you 80% of our members that were taking action, and we had like hundreds of these members that were getting sales. But on those 100, there were many more that weren't getting any sales whatsoever because they couldn't get that initial traction because they weren't able just to find winning products and add them into their account. The hardest work of all has been done for you. You don't need to hunt for products. You don't need to spend a penny on products up front. You won't face huge competition on the products anyway. And you don't need to handle adding products into your account. And you don't need to worry about being consistent in terms of that initial step. Your role is to analyze, to increase promotions, do promoted listings, to increase the quality of traffic by changing your descriptions, which we share with you, and being consistent, and then scaling to more products, perhaps adding more accounts, all of which we describe to you how to do it, and we hold your hand every step of the way. So our relationship, our partnership, you and us, is very, very simple. We find the great products, we add them to your account, we add new products each month to replace the ones that you remove. We keep you consistent and professional, so eBay sends you a ton of traffic and sales because you are professional in their eyes. That gives you the traction. We continuously do that and fill your account. You go from 3,000 products to 10,000. We are doing this all the time, filling your account at the right pace, by the way. That's the other thing that we do, is adding according to the maturity of your account. We can add more products more often. So with a new account, you can only add a few products a day. Then it scales and scales and scales. Okay, so that's we handle. That's the hardest part. You set up your eBay account. It's simple. Serge teaches you how to do it, and you do it the right way. You analyze and remove products that aren't working. That's not complicated. You've got to be consistent with that. Otherwise, we're going to be very upset with you. And then you improve the listings of winners. You fulfill orders daily. This is so much fun. It takes about 30 seconds an order. But imagine the end of the day, you've got 5 sales. You go 5, you spend 2.5 minutes to fulfill the orders. Obviously, you take care of your clients. That is your job. And you scale as you progress. You scale your account. You add more products. Therefore, you make more sales. You spend a little bit more time fulfilling. And by the way, all of that stuff is completely outsourceable. So when you start getting real traction, you can outsource this to other people. The main work is you making sure that you build the structure to being consistent. Okay, guys, who'd like to take a little dip into this underground platform from the inside? Now, I just want to be absolutely clear about this. What you're about to see is not something that looks visually amazing. And there's a reason for it. This is a small group of underground marketers that are involved with this. These are where the products are hosted. This is where we get our products. That's why it's a total win-win. But it's to your advantage that this does not look fantastic, because this is not for this is not for the general public. It's a small group of insider eBay members that know this. And as a result, you don't even need to go in there if you don't want to, because we're going to handle this for you and add products into your account. But I want Serge just to show you what it looks like, to see like tons of different categories, tons of different profit of different products. So you get just an eye and a feel for these types of products. Brett, can you just hand this over to Serge for me for a second?
Hi, Barry, and thank you for handing it over to me. Can everyone hear me clearly? Can you see my screen? Okay, fantastic. So let's start. As you can see, there's a lot of product in the platform. There's a lot of interesting product. I'm going to go right to the eBus VIP, the special, and you can see here there's 1,770 subcategory. So each one of those image has a subcategory where you can see more and more and more products. For example, I'm going to click, for example, on this product here. You'll see there's more products of each of those products. There's lots more products. I'm going to show you there's so many products to choose for, and it's very, very difficult to know which one you want to list in your account. I'm going to click on these aprons, and then you can see here, look how many items you got, 105 products you got under this subcategory. Okay, so there's a lot of good, interesting products to look, and it's sometimes very difficult to know which product you should list in your account. Okay, so you'll see there's a lot of products. So since I gave my account over to Big Global to list for me, they've done the work of finding the good selling products, and they are choosing daily which product to list in my account. And because of that, I see sales on a daily basis. They are choosing the best product that has a lot of sales, and it's much, much easier for me. Instead of me wasting time in finding the product, I let them, because they have the statistic of which product works and which products sells the most. Here you can see a lot of appliance, you see, for the kitchen assorted appliance, also the products. So they know which one works and which has the most demand and which product sells the best. As you can see, it's hard to know which are the best product to choose for, and then to start analyzing one by one. So the way they work, they know statistically which are the best seller products, and those are the products they would normally choose to add in your account. I can recognize some of the products that I see here that have been selling in my account. I mean, there's so many. There's over 1.5 million products currently on this platform. Last thing before we finish, I want to show you something interesting. This is one of the products that I sold it many times the last month just because they've inserted this product in my account. Okay, you see it's now max listed. You can't list. That's one also great thing that they won't let too many sellers sell the same products. So this is a product that Be Global listed in my own account, and it sold about 5-6 times in the last month, about 15% profit on this item. And it's exciting because I don't have competition, because they won't allow more than 8 people selling the same products. So this is why it's very interesting, and you don't have too much competition like if you choose from other platforms, products like this. Okay, Barry, I hope this was helpful. I will hand it back over to you.
Thank you, Serge, and thank you, Brett, for handing the screen back to me, guys. So you can see the beauty of this, that you saw different products, higher end products. There's stuff that are being sold $200-300, cheaper products, an array of different products. You don't need to worry about this. You need to worry about just getting traction, making sales. And yes, of course, in your eBay account, you can always add more products of your own from other sources thereafter. You're not limited to this. But there's a beauty of getting traction and being able to scale without having the worries of having to find winning product. And that's what we're able to do. Now, this really is an underground platform like none other. Got access to 1 million odd products. These are locally shipped. So this is not like shipped from China. It's going to take 6 weeks to get there. We're seeing delivery day times 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So it's fast. You don't need to pay for inventory. So there's no upfront cost on the products. There's a load more products being added on a monthly basis. And we find these products, upload them for you. And we have a close community of multiple suppliers. Many have an agreement not to sell them directly on Amazon. So you've got a really impressive amount of potential product. What are your costs? Just that we're absolutely upfront about this, guys. Again, you're not going to spend money on inventory or on advertising. That's not the way eBay works, and that's the beauty of this strategy. You get free initial listings, and then you can be paying pennies thereafter. So the key of this is analyzing your account, keeping the ones that work, get rid of the ones that don't work so that you remain profitable. You don't need to waste time and money building stores like you do on Shopify. And the cost for a yearly subscription, it's like $4.95 a month. So this is like, it's when it comes to eBay, it's very, very limited. The key is having tons of products, having a profit margin on each product, getting rid of ones that aren't working for you, and being consistent. That is the key. With these advantages, our members are crushing it. And again, I want to be upfront about this. The vast majority of our members couldn't get traction because they couldn't get started, couldn't find products, or they weren't adding products on the daily basis. That's why we have decided to take care of this for you, so we don't have that situation. But even before we did this VIP program that we're now inviting you to join, we're getting 80% of our action-taking members were getting results within 2 weeks. Lives were changed, as an example of Renee Hartman, and he went through a major personal disaster, car crash, had major problems, and immediately he woke up within a couple of days, made his first 2 sales, was able to scale thereafter. He did great, but he was consistent, found great products, was not intimidated, spent a lot of time doing this, and was very successful. This example of Michael Odita, who got to the point he was making thousands and thousands of dollars in profit from this. And you can see here that he just made a sell of high-end sales as well. He did extremely well. But again, guys, I'm just sharing with you that it's possible to do this even without a VIP service. But it was not enough for us. And I can see Michael, I can see the mic is here, Brett. In a minute, I would like you to bring Mike on this if you can. Just a minute, Brett. Please be ready if you can. Locate him there. But it wasn't enough for us. We know that most members, not even some, most members don't have the time to search for winning products and test to see if they're going to work. Most members are working a day job. They can't get started, and they have a hard time getting traction. And most members just don't know what types of products to add. So we decided, and we've been frustrated for years with this. Honestly, we've been around for a decade or so, and it's always frustrated us with the best imaginable training, the best killer software that we can provide members, seeing so many, the vast majority of members never making a sale has been something that has not allowed us to sleep at night. I'm being just direct and honest about this. I have not slept at night because of it. I wanted to find a way that I could help good, honest people to be able to get traction and share with them, once they got traction, how they can make a nice amount of money monthly from that by following a simple path. So that's how we created this VIP. And an example is Mark. I'm going to show you his account in just a second. But Mark is a dedicated guy. This guy's been trying for years, different things, and he's never been able to get the full traction because he's so busy with his day job. And he sort of gets started and it's probably very familiar to some of you members over right now on this webinar, but he was unable to really get traction. He didn't have time, and many times got started, had a little bit of traction, no traction, and got frustrated and moved on. This changed when we just took care of this for him. And I'd like to try and get Mark onto this call. Mark, are you around? Having a hard time finding you. Mark, if Brett, you can get Mark on here, I'd appreciate it. All right, looks like we got Mark here. Mark, thank you so much for joining us. If you can just start off by sharing with everyone, why are you so excited right now with eBay?
For anybody just starting an e-com is to do eBay. eBay is very easy. You don't have to get involved with Google advertising. You don't have to get involved with Facebook advertising, which is kind of a bear and intimidating. And you're basically getting into letting eBay do all your advertising. So that in itself is huge. So getting back to this program, when I first started in this beta program, I started out probably making for the first 30 days, I think I was right around $2,900 in items sold. So probably around $600-700, when it's all said and done, some of the profit.
Now, Mark, talking about the VIP program, what makes this tick? Why is it that this has led you to almost instant profits, getting to $500, $600, $700, $800 a month in profit? You've only just started. What is it about this that has allowed you to achieve that goal? Obviously, you've got the potential for much more than that, but what is it that's allowed this to tick for you, do you think?
So the reason why I think this program is really good is because the B Global folks know what is selling and what isn't selling. So really, instead of you picking and choosing the product, I was picking and choosing products, and I had no idea what was selling and what was selling. So I actually, it was kind of hard because I did everything from setting up the listing to optimizing the title to optimizing the image. And still, I wasn't getting any traction. Serge is super. I highly recommend Serge. He's the best. And but I got in this program as part of the beta program through being with Serge, and this really helped out tremendously because not only do I not have to pick and choose the products, they're picking the products for you. They're putting the products in your eBay account, and they know what's selling. They know what you want is like a great selling products with very little competition. That is really hard to do. It's really hard to find products that are really selling and have very low competition. So these guys know what they're doing. So if you have them put the products in your account, it's really easy. You go ahead and all you do is just fill orders and just remove the accounts. Remove the listings that don't have very many views. Or haven't sold at all. So that's usually about 10 to 12% of the products that the B Global people will list for you. So you're constantly removing some of the ones that don't really have many views or any sales, and they're still setting your account up. They're still adding accounts. They're still adding listings to your account, which to me is a no-brainer.
Mark, if I can just jump in for a second, for members who are here on this training that don't have all the time in the world to do this, they want to build a successful online business, but they may be starting out, they got a job, they got kids to look after, they're working from home, they don't have time, and they don't have much energy to be able to do this. Can you share why you think that this might still work for them?
I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm a software engineer. I'm on call 24/7. I can't really devote so much time to this that I wanted to, but now I can, because I can scale this up now. My goal is to scale this eventually to like 20, 30, 40, or 50,000 listings. And while the Be Global folks keep adding to your eBay account. So to me, this works great. You fill orders, and it takes like less than 30 seconds to fill an order. It's like great. So I was averaging probably the first about 10 or 12 orders a day in December with a 3,000 listing account. I'm in the 10,000 listing program now, so I expect to have probably a bit more, probably like around 15 to 20 sales a day that I'm hoping for, and that's easy stuff. You can do that at your lunchtime. That's great.
Mark, share with us what you think the potential of this is now for you.
The potential now and the future looks so much better with e-commerce, with these guys pretty much putting in their top selling products. So I highly recommend this. And honestly, I'm telling the truth. I've bought so many programs in the past, and you guys are the best. You're really successful group. You really have some good cutting edge, and you're honest. You're not giving, like outlandish figures, what you're going to make or whatever. But I'll tell you, this is a nice program that I recommend highly to anybody who really wants to really get some traction. It's exciting every day now. I wake up like I tell my wife, how many sales did we get today overnight? It's great feeling, guys. It really is. Highly recommended.
All right. Thank you so much, Mark. It's really kind of you, and thank you for taking the time to being with us. Just amazing. Just amazing. But a guy, again, that couldn't get traction. This is what gave me so much enthusiasm. And as we've seen, Mark is just an example of a beta tester, a guy that had never had traction in the past, that are making a lot of sales with a nice profit margin. And we're both benefiting from this. Setting up these products, we benefit from that. He's getting profits. He, within a month, was making significant profit, and it is scalable. That is the beauty of this. And we showed you at the beginning examples. And this is Mark's account. And this was a 30-day running 30 days. So that's over $2,500. He got to more than that. But you can see that this is literally in just 30 days. And this is a 30-day span for all these people, as we mentioned at the beginning of today's training. Serge ran a test himself where he didn't add or make any sort of major changes. And you can see that from the previous week, he'd hardly made anything. And the study goes up 458% to $2,600 and $2,641. Again, by having us add these products into the system for them. And then when you start scaling to 10,000 products, we give you 3,000, you can scale to 10. We can go up to much nicer numbers, 11,870. And imagine that you're getting 10, 12, 15% profit margins on that. These are decent profit margins. Now, it may be a little bit less. It may take you 3 months. You know what? It may even take you 3.5 months or 4 months. And it may be you can only get to 8% profit margins. But if you can get to $1,000 in profit over that time, it's totally scalable. That's the point. It's scalable. And it will change per person, whether you can get to these numbers a little bit less, or a little bit more. If the profit's a little bit less, a little bit more. But everything you get, whatever you achieve, it is totally scalable if you're willing to remain consistent. All right. And that's the key, guys, is consistency. We're not promising you millions of dollars by doing nothing. We're showing you a system that is working consistently, and you need to be consistent with your side of the deal. And when you are, the sky really is the limit, because we're going to take care of the first 3,000 products, and then you can upgrade to 10,000 products thereafter. It's going to be very, very cheap for you. Investments are going to be very minimal. And our beta testers are seeing some really good profits around the 90-day mark. And then you can scale to 10,000. You can then add more products. Of course, you can then add more accounts. It's totally in your hands. All I need is enthusiasm, consistency, and humility that you'll learn from Serge. It's easy training, but that you will follow everything that Serge is teaching you. Guys, just give me a big wow in the chat box. WOW, if you think this is exciting. I want to see your enthusiasm, and I want to make sure that you guys are giving your commitment to yourselves, not to me, but to yourselves, that if we can get you that initial traction, you will do your part of the deal. I don't want anyone just relying on us making a bunch of sales because it may not be profitable enough for you. There's no reason to when your side of the deal. It's not complicated, but it does require to be consistent. That's all I'm asking you to do. You get consistent. We are consistent. We work together to a point that you can make some nice profits. That is the arrangement. I see everyone's going, wow, guys, this is an opportunity for everyone, and it's real, and it's for you to take right now. I'd like to invite you to what we call our eBay Underground Sales System, eBus VIP. Grab your share of the eBay universe. You're getting access to VIP done for you service. We're going to handle 3,000 products. You're going to remove products following our analysis training. And then, of course, we're going to add more products. You get access. We got access to 1 million plus products, locally shipped 2 to 5 days delivery. So your clients are going to be happy. We add the winning products for you. Very important. Thousands of new products will be added monthly. Hand-holding training throughout the entire process. No one will be left behind. If something is confusing, you're not sure, you didn't understand it because perhaps your language is different, it's not English, you let our team know. That's the other requirement and request that we have from you. If you need something, you reach out to us. All right, that's the only other requirement. I don't want anyone hiding behind a table, not asking questions. You deserve to get an answer, and you deserve to get this traction. We need you to get traction, and you need to get traction. So it's a complete win-win. Again, Serge's beginner's course that he created that got us excited about eBay at the very beginning. Our done-for-you VIP service, we find best products for you. We upload them into your account to max out your traffic and sales. Then we can replace the products that you remove based on your analysis, which Serge is going to train you on. We've got over 1 million products, new ones added monthly, unique products, locally drop shipped, 2 to 5 days delivery time. You don't need to pay for inventory. It's all drop shipped, limited competition on each product. That's right. And Serge gave an example in the video where product that he's been selling is no longer available to be sold because we've maxed out on the amount of people that are selling it. That's how beautiful the system is that we internally are making sure there's not too much competition on each product. So you're not fighting with one another. That's the other beauty. You're getting, yes, that is Serge in the full flesh there on the right-hand side, at least the front part of him. You've got a Zero to eBay Mastery training with Serge. We're going to show you how to get started in week 1 to get your initial sales. We're going to show you how to list with mastery very quickly so you know how to list the winning products so you can increase traffic. We're going to share with you how to optimize your sales to increase exposure and profit. Weeks 4 and 5, advanced sales tactics revealed. And then we're going to talk to you about scaling in week 6, how to add more products, how to add more accounts, all that good stuff. Now, all these videos are going to be shared with you so no one gets left behind. And what we're going to do is, it's an extra bonus. So you're going to get the videos that we short, simple to follow videos. You got questions? We got an amazing support team led by Sam. You'll be able to ask your questions. Sam himself has gone through this entire training. He's not just support, he's a success manager. You have questions, you must reach out to our team. Allow our team to help you. You need more help, just let us know. We're not prophets, but we do care. We want you to succeed. So just let us know. But you're going to get weekly videos from Serge. They're very easy to follow. They're short and concise. We're going to go through all the things that we spoke about today. The initial sales process, how to get as much free traffic as possible, promoted listings, how to improve your listings, how to outsource so you're not doing the majority of the work, how to remove any limitations, plus a lot more. You got questions, we answer them. If there's anything that's not clear, we create more videos to make sure that every point is crystal clear for you. No one is left behind. So much so we're doing Q&A sessions where we're going to do hot seats with our members. You're going to get your questions answered, scaling secrets. We're going to share with you updates of what's killing it for other members. that they have found some additional ideas that's suitable for everyone else. It's like a mini community of fellow members that are going in together. So you are no longer alone. If you felt lonely in your entrepreneurial business, that is something we want to get rid of. And there's nothing better than having some live Q&A sessions where we can answer your questions and do hot seats, and you get to know and meet other fellow members. You're also getting Serge's Beginner's Blast, of course, that he created that really got the ball rolling for eBay. And that's how we got introduced to Serge. So we're providing you a ton of value here. This has never been done before. A VIP service, access to a closed platform with close to 1 million plus, 1.5 million products, additional products added monthly, Zero to Hero training with Serge, eBay Beginner's Blast, of course, ongoing Q&A, and we got a ton of bonuses we're adding as well. So there's a staggering amount of value. Yes, we are going to do something special, guys. We've got a load of additional bonuses that are coming up that are worth $5,000+. I'm going to share with you just a second. But guys, and this is special, and I'm going to prove it to you. You are going to get early access today, tomorrow. I want to be absolutely clear. Tomorrow, I'm going to run this webinar, this training for my members. I'm doing this for you guys, and we're going to do it at special. If you want to join us tomorrow, you can, but it's going to be more expensive tomorrow. This is only for this group only, for no one else. It's only for this group. Right now, eBus is selling right now at $997. That's without VIP. Tomorrow, we are open to our members at $997 with VIP. But for you alone, we're going to do something very special. Couple of things. Number one, I told you at the beginning, we guarantee you traction. Yes, we guarantee you traction. 30-day money-back guarantee, 100% risk-free. I don't want anyone being part of this if after 30 days you don't see traction or you don't see how you're going to make profit from this. If you don't feel you can do this for 29 days and 23 hours and 59 minutes, if you don't see traction, please let us know. Okay, I hope we have a handshake, guys, on that. You just let us know. Please write in the chat box, HS for handshake. I want this to work for you. We're going to work hard to make this work for you. All I ask is that you work hard. That's not a condition, but it's a condition for yourself, not for us. Work hard to follow Serge's training. If something's not clear, please let us know. No one left behind. I want this to make a breakthrough for you. And I want you to see it in 30 days. We've got our work cut out to get you there. I need you to get started. We're going to get started immediately. And I want you, beginning of the week, we're going to get started. And I want you to follow and get your eBay account up, get your PayPal up. We can show you how to do it. But then we get to work and we start making sales very quickly. Okay, guys? So we work hard. Yes, you're going to have to spend an hour or so a day, I recommend, for the first 30 days. Put an hour in to go through the training. Just an hour a day for 30 days. You can do less afterwards because we can share with you how to outsource. But please invest an hour, 5 days a week. That's all I ask you to do. And that's not a condition. The condition's only for you, not for us. But if you have any issues, you reach out to our team. Sam, we're going to give you direct access to Sam. If you need anything, he will answer any questions. And if it's not working for you, you let us know. That's unacceptable. And we'd be happy to refund you. So we're going to do another thing for you guys. This is just for you. Tomorrow, my own clients will be getting this at $997 or $97 a month and $297. So you have an option right now. This is only for this group only. And anyone wants to see the webinar tomorrow, ask Sam. He'll give you access to the webinar. We're doing it live tomorrow. And you'll see that it's more expensive, but we're doing this especially for you. And by the way, they won't be getting a guarantee because they won't need a guarantee. But you may be new to us, which is why we're going to give you an absolute money-back 30-day guarantee. Just make this work. Do what you need to do to get up and running. And we want to see you get traction. So you're getting everything right now for just $697 or $297 and then $67 a month. That is it. There's no additional upsells. There's no additional buy something else. That is it. Guys, please be ready. We're going to have limited spots with this, but please be ready because this is a VIP service and we need to handle this and we can't handle too many accounts. It's a lot of individual work that's required to do this for you. So guys, here is the link.
Click on the button if you want to join again, guys. This is your opportunity. Click on the button. You should see it around this webinar. People are still asking. Click on the button and join us. You should see the button around here.
You got a special. You got $300 off. just for this group and just for now.
Click on the button. You should see it around this webinar.
You've already going to get access to the members area in the next 24 hours. We go to work, guys. So be ready, prepare your schedules. It's not going to be a ton of work, but I do want you guys investing an hour a week, an hour a day rather, 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week for the first 30 days so you can get traction. Go to
click on the button. You should see it around this webinar.
Soon as you join, let me know your name in the chat box. I want to personally welcome you on board. I want to know who's joining us. I want to make sure we don't have too many people that are joining at the same time, because this is going to cause us a major issue. Since this is a VIP program, we have a lot of work to do for each and every one of our members. Remember, a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just take action. That's all we ask you to do. We're taking action. This is a win-win. By the way, if you're having any problem whatsoever joining, you need to wait 24 hours. You need to speak to your spouse. Go to
ebussaveme.com, ebussaveme.com,
and fill out the form. It'll take you 25 seconds. If you're having a problem joining,
ebussaveme.com.
Fill out that form and you'll speak to a member of our team. But please do this ASAP because spots are limited and I can already see people are joining. So guys, as soon as you join, by the way, try, if you're having a problem, don't do www, just put
beginebus.com
or HTTP. Just go to
beginebus.com
and take action. As soon as you join, let us know in the chat box. Sam, if you can take care of Sean, I'd very much appreciate it.
Click on the button. You should see it around this webinar.
Go to that page and sign up right away. As soon as you join, again, let us know in the chat box. I can already see people are joining left, right, and center. I can see Dorit, you're safe. I can see a couple other members that have joined. I just don't have your names. As soon as you join, let us know in the chat box. As soon as you join, let us know in the chat box. And I can see people are joining as I speak right now. All right. Now, some additional bonuses. I'm going to add another one. This is huge. But before I do that, this is like a $5,000 bonus. I don't want to get people too excited. Let me bring Serge into this before I add the second bonus, which you all are getting. Serge, first of all, your comments.
I think it's amazing what you're offering. I think it's a really good opportunity. There's not a lot of work to do. You just have to look after your account, and the hard part is being done for you. So it's a really great opportunity. So if you knew or if you had experience before, the whole business is going to look completely different now. Because I think, as far as I know, the hardest part has always been finding the good product. And in this case, you don't have that part. You just have to handle the client, the sales, ordering the products, and you will see that it's much easier. As you heard also Mark, he spoke about that. And then he can really see a result now. Actually, his numbers has changed since I think that he's getting more and more sales actually from now. Anyway, so I want to say it's a very good opportunity, and I really feel that it's something that you should take, and you shouldn't miss that opportunity. It's something really good and very unique opportunity, which I'd never heard of something like this before.
Yeah, it certainly is unique. You know, as we're cultivating this training, we're like saying to ourselves, how do we get this across to our members in a way that makes sense? We're going to answer your question, guys. If you've got questions, feel free just to ask them in just a second. Save them until I say, please write in the questions. But if you can, you know what, write in the questions now. And Sam, do me a favor. If you can take the questions that are coming in and just put them into, for me, organize them for me in Skype so I can ask them to Serge. It'll be very, very much appreciated. Okay, very, very much appreciated. If you can just take the questions that are coming in, put them into Skype, and I will ask Serge. Guys, no one's going to be left behind on this training. It's very important for us. But guys, I want to make it clear. This is not complicated. What it does require is that you understand or you treat this like a real business. It is. Real business means you're going to have orders you need to fulfill. It means you are going to have to take care of clients, right? You will have clients. Some people are scared. Oh my gosh, Uri Ben, I see your name. You're safe as well. As soon as you join, guys, let me know your name in the chat box. There's people that are joining. I don't have your names, but please write your name in the chat box so I can just welcome you on board. So it's not a matter of this being complicated. What this is a requirement for you to be consistent. Now, I want to bring David in. from the Be Global team. David, hopefully, if you can unmute yourself, I appreciate you staying on the line for over an hour to be with us today. Thank you very much, David, for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
All right. So, David, share with everyone. I mean, people are asking lots of very, very good questions here. But people are asking about, why is this different from anything that they might have seen before? And you're certainly not a man for hyperbole. So perhaps just share in your own voice, what makes this different from other things that they may have seen before, may have tried before? Why is this different?
Barry, first of all, my compliments to the way you are presenting this. I think that if anybody were to listen to what you just said and paid actual attention to what, for example, this person you interviewed before, Mark Miranda, I think was his name, it's all there. Basically, for their investment, which you made incredibly affordable, it's a zero risk, especially with the money back guarantee that you're giving. So in essence, if I were to look at what Mark was just talking about, that in 1 month he reached sales of about $3,000, which turned for him about profit that he said about $600 or $700. So basically what you're offering these guys on the 30-day money back guarantee, something that no other business were ever to offer in such a platform. No way. So your offer here is absolutely incredible. And guys, this is a no-brainer. All you need here is a resolution to be consistent, to do this, to be committed to do this, and just stay focused. Like Barry said before, 1 hour a day for 5 days, and you've got your own business. 1 hour a day, you've got your own business that produces profit almost immediately. There is no such things in real life. There's no such thing in business where you actually have a guaranteed profit business, guaranteed sales business. This is incredible what you're offering here. It's a godsend in my eyes.
Yeah, it really is. It's I'm just saying again, I've never had such a hard time creating a PowerPoint that gets this point across without this just sounding just ridiculous. But it really is something. This is an eBay thing. This is something that we know is working. We've seen this now with beta testers. And let's talk about it a little bit. What could go wrong? I want to talk about doomsday scenarios so people understand. By the way, Yona Borstein, you're in, you are safe. And there's Yona, and then there's Orna Kaiserman, you're in, you are safe. Yitzchak Grunbaum, you are in, and you are safe, my friend. Welcome on board the eBus. The eBus, we're now traveling into eBay heaven with this. Welcome on board the eBus. Serge, good to have such good people on board the eBus. This is very, very exciting for us. It really is to be able to do something like this. Again, look, let's go on. Members need to do. People are asking a lot of questions about that. So Serge, let's just go over this. We're adding the products. We are going to give them 3,000 products we're going to add into their account. Now, they're going to start off with a small account on eBay. We share with them how they can very quickly get a bigger account. By the way, most people never even cross that bridge because eBay starts off with a small account. We share with you how you can get a big account and how you are able to do that. It's very, very simple. I don't think maybe of the people that did this, 99.9% of people were able to get a big account very, very quickly. We showed you how to do it. It's very, very simple. Next step. We're getting products into your account. You're now going to see things that are working, things that aren't. What we're seeing, Serge, 10, 12% of those products aren't going to work. Get rid of them. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. It's very easy. You will be able to immediately identify those that are good, who had potential, and other products that you should just remove because you don't see that there's a lot of interest in those products.
I can see more people, by the way, just joined. Torin, you're in, you're saved. Devere Geffen, you're in, you're saved. Ziv, you're in, you are saved. Leora Meyer, welcome on board, my friend Leora. You're in and you are safe as well. So that's the next step. You are basically analyzing, get rid of stuff that's not working. Now, the next step, we're talking about optimization. So optimization, we're talking about improving your listings. So again, just for anyone that might have missed that, what does it mean to optimize your listings and what's the results that we want to generate by optimizing listings? Guys, again, you're not going to do this for every product. You're going to do this for products that are starting to get traction and working, right? Because those are the ones you know are working, so you might as well get them to work even better. So what's optimized listings and how do you do it?
Basically, how we do is that we basically look at the product that's selling. We're going to look for the correct keyword, the word that will bring buyers into your selling page. And this is the key, actually, because that's how your advertise will be found on eBay. So if you know how to write that correctly, this is what will attract the buyers. But first of all, when they're going to list many products, you're not going to have to do this on every product, because a lot of product will sell even without optimizing the titles. But I'm just saying this is one of the things that you can do to even improve the sales, to get even more sales into your account. Okay, so it's not complicated, and it's something that you can do it. You can learn it, and you don't have to have a top English. You can learn from other selling products that are working well, and you can just choose similar keywords. I'll show everything and I'll teach everything in the program.
Just to be clear, both of you guys understand, have a very coherent English. Serge has not got a perfect English, and he's been doing eBay. How many years now, Serge? You've been doing eBay?
Quite a few, 6-7 years already. Yeah.
Okay, and has it hindered you that your English is not 100% perfect?
No, not. Look, I lived in South Africa for many years, so I'm okay. I manage, So, but the point is that it's not. You don't have to look. eBay is in so many countries. It doesn't matter. As long as you speak basic English, you understand. You can communicate with the buyers. Then you'll be fine. It's
anyone
not,
has sat here for an hour with us, and anyone that's spent an hour with us on this training right now has clearly got a decent enough English, right? That's not going to be an issue, guys. I can see some people concerned. I'm just mentioning some more names that are in and on the bus with us. Sagit, you're in, you're safe. Lena, you're in and you are safe. You're on the e-bus as well. So you guys are the last people to join. You're in and you are joining us on the e-bus. This is exciting. Okay, so the next step, we spoke about Erez Dagan, you're in. Yosef, you're in as well. You're safe as well. You've made it. You're the last person to join. Yosef, man, you're in and you are safe. Now, let's continue, Serge. So we spoke about optimization, and then we can increase, because we're giving our members 3,000 products. You can increase to 10,000 products. And think of it like this, guys. So imagine, by the way, we should get you to 3,000 products with a new account. Once you've got your account set up, the team are telling us about 30 days. Plus or minus, it could be 40 days, right? But let's say 30, 40 days, you're already going to get to the 3,000. You're going to get rid of a bunch of products. We're going to add some more. At that point, you should be getting to a point where you can see some initial profit. You should see it absolutely immediately within 30 days. It may not be the greatest profit. You should see it. Don't forget, over the next 2 months, you're going to increase your profits with the optimization that Serge is going to teach you. But then your next step, Serge, is once you get to 3,000 products, is to increase to 10,000 products. But I don't want anyone, I'm going to repeat this, I don't want anyone going to 10,000 products. I want you to, if you're going to invest in getting to 10,000 products, it's coming from profit. So you won't have to put your hand in your pocket in order to do this. You'll do it out of profit. So you're going to make a business decision. So imagine at 3,000 products, let's just say, and again, I'm talking very conservatively. We've seen our beta testers do better than this, but let's say you only got to $200-300 a month in profit. Let's say you got $200 in profit after a month or two. Nothing to write home about. No one's going to be excited about that. But then you're going to make a business decision. Now I need to move to 10,000 products. I want to double my profits. I want to triple my profits. That's the next step of the game, Serge. That's not complicated, because once you up your count to 10,000 products, we will handle again all of the products and upload them to your account every day till you get to 10,000 products. Again, you'll analyze, get rid of the ones that aren't working, so we can add more products. But it's simple, guys. You're making business decisions, and we're going to make it extremely affordable to go from 3,000 to 10,000, because we want you to get to 20,000 and 50,000. Exactly what Mark Moran said before, that he envisions he's going to get to 30, 40, 50,000 products, and that's where it gets exciting. And it's just scalable. It's just totally scalable. And that's your opportunity. Guys, I repeat, the key to this is not rocket science. The key is not to be a genius. The key is not to be a genius in e-commerce or to have an amazing experience. The key in this is to allow us to do our work, for you to follow Serge, to do your work, and being consistent. The biggest devil in the room here is your inability to be consistent, right? I'm just telling you up front, that is the only thing really that's going to cause you issues, or not following the training, or, and I have seen this before, Serge, you sometimes get people to think they know more than anyone else. They don't really want to listen to the training, and they do it their way, And then they come back to us and say, wait a minute, why isn't this working? Well, because you didn't follow the basic training that we shared with you, how to optimize your listing. In any event, Aaron Chipokin, you're in, you are safe. Fun Math, I'm not sure if that's your name, but you're in and safe. Salvador Basan, you're in and you are safe. You're the last person to join. Welcome on board. You are on the eBus. Welcome on eBus VIP at that. So good to have you on board. Thank you guys for trusting us in this. I know that we are putting our front foot forward and that we need to get you traction. And that the onus is on us to be able to get you guys to a point that you can see how this, after 30 days, is making you some money, and that this after 90 days will make you a lot more money. Really, the proof is on us. We need to deliver, but still, you joined us on a webinar. You may not know us from Adam, and you're joining, and you're part of this, and you're committed to being consistent. I just want to say thank you. And I know it's not always simple to do this, and I know there's a lot of nonsense online, and I know you see a lot of nonsense. So for you to trust us like this, I very much appreciate it. I want to tell you that it means a great deal to us. And we will give everything back to you, whatever we can, to make sure that this investment is the best one you've ever made, as long as you remain consistent. I repeat again and again, that's not for me. We're not going to tell you after 30 days, you know what, you weren't consistent, it's your problem. No, if you're not consistent, we'll take it as our problem, because it means we didn't train you, we didn't motivate you to be as consistent as you need to be. But you just need to be consistent, guys. Trust me on that. Be consistent. Ask your questions. And I'm going to bring on, before I share with you a massive extra bonus we're throwing in, I think, guys, you're going to flip when you see the extra bonus. I want to bring Sam into this, because Sam is our head of success and support. And I want you just to know the person, because you guys are VIP, you're working with our VIP support. Sam, are you able to unmute yourself and join us for a second?
Hey, Barry, how's it going? Sam here.
It's going very well. So, Sam, I want you to hear his voice, because this is the guy that's going to be helping you every step of the way. You've got questions, he will answer. If there's anything you need help with, he will be there for you. He understands eBay. He doesn't just support. He does this at the same time. He knows how this entire system works from an entrepreneurial perspective. But Sam, just share with everyone, is there any question that's taboo? Is there anything you're not prepared to deal with? What is it that your goal is when it comes to support of these amazing people that are joining us? What is it that is your goal for them from your perspective? What is it you want to achieve?
What I want to achieve is that when we bring clients and we bring members an excellent program, that they can get the maximum value out of that program. So we have Serge, who is an excellent trainer and a real expert, and he creates these videos and he does these Q&As to make sure our clients are up to speed. But if they feel there's still something they need, they still have unaddressed questions, they still need help, reach out to our support team. We work together. If you feel there's something that you want further addressed, you can always say, please pass it on to Sam, and we will make sure you are taken care of 100%.
Perfect. And guys, this is Sam. Again, you're going to get to know him extremely well. You'll never see a more dedicated person. His only problem that I have with Sam is that this guy sleeps maybe 2 or 3 hours a day. I mean, literally, I've never seen a guy like it. He's up all day, all night. Please don't abuse him. Like 19 hours a day. But, pretty much 24/6, he's there. 24/5, rather. But, I've seen him on the 6 as well. But he's there for you guys. So please make use of Sam and allow him to use his breadth of understanding and to be able to share with Serge anything that's needed. And Serge is the master of the additional videos. There's something that's not clear, Serge will go in and help you. Create a video if it's something that a few people need more elaboration on. We create more videos. We're here to help you. Anything other than you being successful for us is unacceptable. All right? So we've got a lot of work to do together. It's going to be very exciting. And do you guide me? Yael's asking, do you guide me on how to do so? Yeah, of course, everything we guide you. How do we talk to the customers? How do we do refunds? Great question that we bring into Serge. Serge, how do you communicate with clients? How do you take care of refunds? Is there anything to worry about? Just give a little synopsis on that. Yael, thank you for the excellent question.
I'll explain to you. It's not really complicated. There is a whole messaging system in eBay. So you can communicate with the buyers, and it's easy. So even if there is an issue where the buyer is not happy with the products, so you respond to them and we deal with them. We also deal with the supplier is very helpful. There there's a support line, and then you will be able to, if there is a need to return a product, so the buyer can return it back to the supplier, and we will eventually refund the buyers. So there's really, it's really a simple system, and I've also will guide you guys as well in videos what are the steps to follow. That's also why eBay is there, because eBay is looking after the buyers and the sellers, and they want to make sure that they are happy. So that's the main reason why people like to buy from eBay, because there is some sort of a company that looks after the buyers. So this is how they've been around for so long, because they look on after both sides, the buyers and the sellers, and it's not something complicated.
Yes, people are talking about how enthusiastic we are about this. We are super enthusiastic. But the truth is, guys, the enthusiasm we get is not from this. Of course, there's enthusiasm because we want you to feel what we feel inside of our office. But what I'm really super enthusiastic about is what's going to happen 30 days from now. I know if you guys can get to a point that you're making profit, I know what that could mean to you. And I know what it means to us, guys. The benefit of this is that as you profit, you're going to scale more. When you scale more, we profit more. It's a complete win-win. We're in this together. Just feel our team. Get hold of Sam if you need him. If you need Serge's advice, go through Sam. He's got literally his direct communication with Serge 24/5. Just get hold of these guys. They're there to help you every step of the way. Now,
if you're experiencing any problems joining, you need to speak to a spouse, maybe you need to wait 24 hours, you've got a question, you need to speak to us. There is a form. It'll take you 25 seconds to fill out the form. All you need to do, there's a button right now on the page. It is a Save Me Spot button. Click on the Save Me Spot. Fill out the form in 25 seconds to secure your spot and to be able to speak to a member of our team. So do that right away. If you haven't yet joined, you want to speak to us, you've got a question, you would need to speak to a spouse, maybe you can't join right now, you need to wait a day or so. Click on that button, fill out the form, do it ASAP. First come, first serve. We'll take care of you. Please fill out that form. Click on the button right now.
So we did a live event for our members. Remember, when we taught this the first time, we taught this to a group of members that we showed them how to do it. We didn't do it for them. And we put on a live event. It was a 3-day spectacular in Las Vegas. We had a great time. Serge was there. I was there. And the team from B Global were there. It was a really special event. It was amazing. And we recorded that event. You're going to get full recordings of that event. We're going to add that into the members area. Yes, you don't need to fly to Vegas to be there. You're getting the full recordings of the live event, eBus Live. Remember, this is when we taught this to members that were doing it themselves. So those of you who actually want to learn how to do this yourself and how to search for winning products, and you want to be able to add products from other sources down the line, you absolutely are going to get a bird's eye view of that. And the beauty of it, Serge, is that our members, we're going to do it for them. But at the same time, if they go through the recordings of our eBus Mastermind event, they're also going to be able to do it themselves as well, moving forward with their own product should they wish to. You don't need to do that. There's certainly no need to, but it just gives you another level of knowledge. Guys, those of you who are joining, give me a big wow in the chat box if you think that is quite an additional bonus. Yes, you're not going to have to spend $5,000 and fly to Vegas and spend 3 days in a hotel and fly overseas to get there and join us in the investment for the course. And day 3 was a VIP day. You're getting access to everything on the house. It's an additional bonus. Give me a big wow if you think that's pretty impressive. But so isn't it amazing that on top of this, not only are we going to help them get traction, but they're getting access to this training that others spend a lot of money to be there for, where they're going to be able to learn how to do this for themselves. It's almost like we're giving them the undergraduate, and they're now getting the postgraduate and the doctorate at the same time.
I think it's amazing because sorry,
Yes,
Sam.
sorry. Yeah, go on, Sam.
No, I'm sorry, sir. Barry, all this excitement here, it's amazing, it's incredible, and the eBus VIP program is really above and beyond. I think that we failed to maybe mention some of the actual features of B Global and what it does. So people want to know, Where are we uploading these products from? Who are the suppliers? So I'll just briefly address it so people understand. This is not drop shipping from Amazon. This is not drop shipping from Walmart. These are private suppliers, the vast majority of whom are based in the US. We're selling products from them, which is allowed according to eBay's terms. The shipping is all handled from B Global. You make a sale on eBay, you have something called a monitor. Go into the monitor, we can order all the items you sold that day at one time. B Global will handle the shipping. The address will go directly into B Global. They'll know exactly where to ship it to. They will upload the shipping codes directly to eBay so that the buyer knows when to expect it. Single thing can be handled from almost every single thing can be handled from within the monitor, and it's a huge time saver. The items that are uploaded will be uploaded for you. You don't have to go and select 10,000 items. They're going to go up with a title, with a picture, with a description, with a nice template to go along with it. There is work involved. You will have to order the items. We will have to set up the accounts. But B Global has incredible automations that will make this a much simpler process than if you were to go and try finding and uploading and building listings all by yourself.
Sam, it's important you also mentioned to place an order will take under 30 seconds. So that's to show you how simple this whole process is. Once you sold, you want to place the order, less than 30 seconds, you have made the order. So it's really simple and easy to apply the system.
I just can mention, Shvutschechter, you're in your safe. Itzik Shilacher, hope I get your name right. You're in your safe. Your last couple of people to join. Wow. Okay. Sorry, Serge, you're just in the middle of explaining how this is like the postgraduate or even the doctorate training, the VIP training that we did in Las Vegas. And I'm saying that, you know, we're doing all this for them, but how wonderful it is that we're also they're going to get access to a mastermind where they're going to learn how they can do this themselves. And I repeat, 80% of our members that were taking action were getting traction with this, right? The problem we had, which is why we created VIP, is that there were too many people that couldn't even get started. We've now resolved that. So perhaps you can elaborate, Serge, the VIP event that we did in Las Vegas and the value that provides our members. And by the way, we have another bonus coming up as well, just in case you haven't had enough. It's coming your way in a second. Yes.
Just to say, basically, it was really good, and the members were happy because they met with the suppliers, and that's something that they wanted to know a little bit better. Who is the platform? Who are the suppliers? Where are the product coming from? And we also gave them a whole explanation about, you know, the system, how to make sure that you're growing a nice business, and everything is nicely recorded. And I think it's a really great opportunity that they can watch everything and see the training. It was an intense training, and people were extremely satisfied, the members that joined. So I feel like you're giving a fantastic bonus, Barry. It's amazing to give them. They will be able to learn a lot, and they're getting so much information that will help them grow this business.
And you get that without actually having to go to Vegas, guys. How pleasurable is that? You get the benefits of Vegas without having to be there. I don't like Vegas, but our members who were there, that's where they wanted to do it. But you can get the benefits without actually being there. That's great. Guys, here's another bonus. And we've got, and Sam, you can talk about this. We've got a Sell Anywhere technology that's integrated into the system. Yet Sell Anywhere. Perhaps, Sam, if you can jump, I know you're typing away, answering people going crazy with questions and stuff, but can you just elaborate what this means, Sell Anywhere technology, and why this is a really big bonus for our members?
Yes. So the eBay market is huge. So while there's a huge clientele in the US, as many of us here know, there are people who order all over the world. What the Hip Shipper integration enables us to do, right now, anyone who orders in the US gets fast free shipping, but it's possible. Integrate with Hip Shipper, and this way when a client from anywhere in the world will go to purchase your item on eBay, it will tell them exactly how much they have to pay for shipping. They'll order it, and you'll order it in the B Global monitor just as you would any other order, and they'll send it directly to them. And what's incredible about Hip Shipper is they can also handle returns. Everything is integrated with B Global. It's a smooth, seamless process, and does not cost anything for our members to join.
Amazing. Guys, so you can pretty much sell anywhere in the world. You're not restricted to the US. It's pretty much anywhere in the world. This is really building, Serge, an international, you know, David is bringing you back. This is building not just a business, but an international business. That's the beauty of this. that you're building an international business with international clients where the initial traction is done for you. And the potential here is great, guys. Remember, we're not showering you with ridiculous numbers. I want everyone to be focused. This is the goal I have set for everyone that joins this program. I want to get you to a point that you're making $500, $700 in profit. That's my minimal goal that I want to get you to as quickly as possible. I know that that's just the beginning and you can scale from that. But that's the part where I want to at least get every single person, whether you haven't got time and you can't be bothered. I just need to get you focused enough that you get to that point of $500 of profit a month. That's the start. That's the minimal goal I want to get us to. I'm not making promises. I think a lot of people want to get way beyond that. But that's where I just to get that initial traction through the door, get you to a point where you can say, wow, this is what these guys have done. I'm blown away. This is just a wow. And now I can scale it from there. I can take it to double it. But David, just perhaps you can, I've even forgotten the question I was asking you, David, but maybe you can make your comments on that.
Well, what you said about the internationality of this proposal is absolutely
the point. You saved me. Thank you, David.
eBay is growing by leaps and bounds. In fact, they are growing even faster outside of the US. So the potential is enormous for our new members and for our current members. The current offer right now for this specific webinar of money back guarantee is basically creating a situation where somebody can start a business risk-free. So why would anybody not even take a chance of doing that? Because I cannot find anybody who wouldn't want to make $500 a month more, $700 a month more. If you actually scale it up to 10,000 product later, you can even double that. These numbers even beyond. And this is with all the work being done for you. And you've got wonderful Serge, who is actually following you and holding you by the hand step by step and showing you how it's being done. So it's not like we are just taking your money and leaving you to just dry out. No, we are holding you by the hand and you are walking with us, and your success is our success. We cannot succeed really without you. So this is a no-brainer, guys. You need to take this step and just sign up for this. And it's a money-back guarantee in 30 days. You will see the results yourself. Join.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's go over this. Who should join? Who shouldn't join? And I just want to answer some of these questions. We've already described your role, our role. We've gone over after we've discussed all of that. In terms of expectation styles, we can't promise. There's no guarantees in terms of how much, because there are some cases, and I don't want to make any commitments. We won't do that. We don't do that. You've noticed throughout this presentation, we haven't thrown ridiculous numbers around. We're not making ridiculous income promises. That's not acceptable. We don't do that. We don't believe in it. What we do believe in is sharing you a path that we know and can see that everyone can achieve. We know we can help you make a lot of sales. We know if you follow our training, you can make decent profit. We also know it's scalable. Those are the three things we know. And it's amazing. You do need to be consistent. So I don't want to make any promises, but you guys have seen what our beta testers have done. I don't want to make promises that every person that jumps on board is going to get exactly the same results, because that would be making promises that we maybe you won't achieve exactly the same numbers, maybe you achieve more, maybe it'd be less. I'm envisioning those numbers are realistic, but I can't promise. But what I can tell you is that we will not stop. If you are going to take this seriously, we will not stop until we help you to the point that you are happy, right? That's our commitment of trying to do everything we can to make sure if there's a hurdle that needs to be overcome, there's a mistake that you've made, to figure out what that mistake is to help you overcome it. It's simple. We need to know, though, but you need to communicate with us. We need to be on the same page, and we need to have a communication. So guys, just keep your communication going. We've got a team members that can help you. It doesn't matter. We're here to help. Feel free to write in and share with us your feelings or questions. We're here to help. Sean Farmer, you're in and you are safe. Sergey, you're in and you are safe. Panina, you're in. And A. Fruling, you're in and you are safe as well. Okay, question coming in for you, Serge. Can I do this? And a lot of people ask these questions. Just share with everyone in terms of the time that you really need to dedicate. I spoke about an hour a day, at least for the first 30 days, 5 days a week. Can you just elaborate, what's the daily routine going to be like especially the first couple of weeks, it's going to be major training, guys. I can tell you that right away. You're going to go through the training and you're going to apply. You need to set up your eBay account, set it up the right way, get your PayPal account. This is just simple things, but you're going to need to do that. It's going to take you an hour a day, perhaps for the first week or two. But after that, Serge, how much time do people absolutely have to be able to dedicate to this?
I want to say, in the past, the main thing was it took a lot of time to find the good products. And that was the most, the thing that took the time consuming. And at the moment, because you don't have to do that, you don't have to look for those products. You just have to handle the orders. You have to maybe optimize the titles and also answer some clients' question. If the client is asking, if you have some buyers who wants to know certain things, so you just respond to that. That's the main things that you're going to have to do in this in your business. So there's not a lot of work. I think I don't even know if it's going to take an hour a day to do that, but it's much easier. And then obviously, as you said as well, Barry, it's removing the products that are not selling. So that's also, it doesn't take a lot of time. You just, once you know how to work with the monitor, you'll see it's very simple and easy. It's just a daily task that you do. But you're going to see it's a business that's growing continuously. On a daily basis, you'll see growth. And that's the beauty of that. So it's a really great opportunity.
Sam, there's a bunch of people asking and throwing out phone numbers. I just want to make it clear, guys, if you want to speak to us, happy to speak to you, answer every question. I don't want you joining if you're confused. Don't join just because you're excited. Join because it makes sense to you. That's all I ask you to do, please.
Click on the Save Me spot.
Fill out that form and speak to a member of our team. Okay, we'll be happy to speak to you. And just fill out the form. And a member of our team will call you and you'll be able to speak to us. So that's the easiest way of doing it. Last people to join, Menachem, you're in, you're saved. Menachem Arava, you're in, you're saved. Yigal, you're in and saved. Ron, you're in and saved. You're the last people to join as well. Welcome on board the e-bus, guys. The bus has started to leave the station. All right. Uzi is concerned he may not be saved yet. Just fill out the form, Uzi. Okay. Who should not join? Let me help with this. And Serge, please fill in the blanks. David, feel free to fill in the blanks. I'm telling you who should not join. Do not join if you are suffering from a ridiculous amount of self-belief to the point that you're not willing to listen to anyone else. If you think you know everything, you don't need Serge, you don't need us, it will be a mistake. I've only ever met one person really like that in like 10 years. He came to one of our events. And unfortunately, I've only done this once, and I've done events for over the years, must have met 500, 600, 700 of our members, small events. And I had to send someone home because he came in thinking that he knew absolutely everything, wanted to know why he needs to be there. I said, maybe you don't need to be here. So anyone that feels that they know everything, I would not recommend it for them. Lack of consistency. Now, if you lack consistency in the past, I do need you to be committed to communicate with our team. If something is not working for you, if you don't communicate, you won't communicate, you just want to sit there and sulk, we won't be able to help you. It'll be a really bad waste of our time, and it'll be a waste of your time, and it'll be a waste of you investing in something to get the money back. Just why waste everyone's time? Please be committed to consistency, to doing this. You deserve it. You deserve the results, but you deserve also to be consistent. This is a real business. This is not a make money overnight operation. This is a real business. You need to treat it as such. That's number two. Number three is someone that, I don't know if there's a number three. I'm stuck. Serge, do you have any other person, based on your experience, you've been helping members of ours for over a year now, and this is before we even opened up VIP. You're the first people to get VIP outside of our beta testers. Serge, can you think of any other groups of people that shouldn't join? Maybe David, you can come up with a group of people that may not be. If
you happen to be a billionaire, don't bother to join. Anybody else is more than welcome. I do want to just bring up Sam's point from before about the Big Global's platform. And I just want to tell our members here that Big Global is the one and only platform that is approved by eBay, that is fully synergized with eBay. The transition between Big Global's platform and eBay and vice versa is as smooth as butter. I cannot think of any other way to describe it. It is the easiest way in the world to work. So if somebody actually wanted to try and later on scale up to 10,000 products or beyond, and want to try themselves to place products and choose it, because they could learn how to do this as well as we are doing this for them over the next few months. They can learn to do this on their own as well and control their own destiny in a way with our help. But the transition is incredibly smooth. The tools that you have at your disposal are incredible. The whole thing, I mean, it sounds like too good to be true, guys, but it is the case. It is absolutely the case. The best thing about it is that you can find out about it literally for free, because what Barry is offering you here is a money-back guarantee offer that is incredible on its own. So there's nothing for you to lose but to try.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why it is, I shouldn't be, blowing my own trumpet, but the reason why this is a great guarantee is that we have a ton of work to do. There's an investment that we're all making in you guys for you being part of this. Right? There's a man hours, right? It's not an engine. It's not some software that's just adding products into your account. It doesn't work that way. So this is real man hours that go into this. So we are investing in you. Yeah, we're looking for a long-term relationship with you guys. We want to take you places. We want you to get to that point. You make some really nice monthly profits to the point that you're going to grow that account. We all win in that regard. So we are basically saying to you, play it with us. Let's do this. See it for yourself. And if it doesn't work out, you know what? We invested in you. You gave it a go. And you know what? We're proud of you for giving this a go. I don't think it's going to happen to many people. Maybe there'll be one or two inconsistent members here that get frustrated, don't actually do anything. It might happen. And those guys will ask for a refund. But I don't see that being something that's going to be the norm. I really don't see it being the norm. So it's worth us taking the gamble, if you like, making our time investment in order to be able to generate a long-term relationship with you. That is the ultimate goal that we have in an area that is extremely exciting and undertapped. I have to tell you, I think it's undertapped. Everyone talks about Amazon. Everyone's talking about Shopify. But guess what? Shopify was the rage about 12 months ago. And then Facebook advertising became so expensive that now suddenly the only people that are really, I know, that are doing great with Shopify are people that have already got a Shopify account and have had success in the past and have got a client. So it's much harder. Everyone's talking about Amazon, but we know there's lots of advantages of Amazon, but there's a lot of disadvantages, right? And we know a lot of people that move away from Amazon. And actually, our original eBus members, many of them were former Amazon sellers that realized the limitations they had or the concerns that they had and saw something that was much more predictable and a lot more exciting and a lot less dangerous, that you don't need to invest thousands of dollars in Facebook advertising. You don't need to invest anything in terms of traffic. That's the beauty of this, okay? And that's why we're very excited about it. And that's why we're comfortable for the very first time ever to be able to say, you know what? Don't trust us. Let us do the work. You decide. 30 days, you decide if this is the road for you that you want to travel on. If this is the bus that you want to travel on. You'll decide that, not us. Yochanan Anakin, you're in, you are safe. Liron Harazi, you're in, you are safe. You're the last people to join the bus, the e-bus. And we're excited to have you on board. And I hope you guys are excited as well. If there are any questions we haven't yet answered, feel free to ask them right now. If you've got like a burning question that you're not going to be able to sleep tonight about until you get that question answered, feel free to ask that question right now. I understand that you also get a profit from each sale. Correct. That's why it's a complete win-win. You're getting great numbers. Great. The product, you're getting great numbers. And by the way, I want to make this clear, and Serge, perhaps you can relate to this. One of the beautiful things that we've seen with eBay, it's not always the cheapest price that makes the highest sale, right? We've seen members that have charged more for the same product actually got more sales. Perhaps you can elaborate upon this, but you're absolutely right. There is some profit for us as well, our team at Be Global. Therefore, your success is our success. If you're selling and you're making profit, we're making profit as well. Not a ton, but we make a profit on every sale as well. So it's completely a win-win relationship. So I'm glad you brought that up. That is, I mentioned it in the presentation. I hope it's clear to everyone else. Yeah, so Rami's asking a good question. When do we pay B Global? After we receive the funds from the customer? Yes, you're only buying once you make the sale, Rami. You're not buying. You are not buying in advance. So you're buying from profit, from money that you've got in your pocket. That's the beauty of this. Awesome. Serge, perhaps you can elaborate.
Yes, I can basically, what happened is this, you don't have to be necessarily the cheapest on eBay to sell, because if you would have been the cheapest, then only probably the Chinese sellers will sell them. And it's not the case, because they want everyone to benefit. They want a lot of sellers and a lot of activity. So then they can't just give an opportunity to those who are cheapest. And remember that eBay also make money by by what we sell. So if they're only going to let the guys who are the cheapest sell, then they're also not going to make enough profit for themselves. So basically, they want everyone to enjoy and give everyone a chance. And it's also very important to see, for example, they would choose people who are giving a good service, who treat their buyers correctly, who provide a good, the right products and answer correctly. So it's not only if you are the cheapest that you'll be able to sell on eBay. There's a number of things that will make you, that you will allow you to sell on this platform. So, and this is everything we're going to speak in the program, how to reach this. It's not just because you are the cheapest, but because you are doing the right things on this platform, which is very, very important.
Guys, Al, from our perspective, we've succeeded when you succeed. And that you can say to us after 30 days, this was the best thing you've ever done online in your entire life. That is the goal with this. And I'm telling you up front, there will be a small group of members that have still got questions they need answered. Nothing will be left in the dark. You've got questions, we get them answered. Whether it's on the training that we're going to do with you, whether it's through videos we're creating, direct access to Sam. But there's completely unacceptable that we have someone here that's got a question that they feel they haven't got answered. That is not going to be acceptable, and we're not going to allow that to happen, okay? So I want you to understand that. We're in this together. Jonathan Gever, you're in, my friend, and you are safe. Isaac, no, you haven't missed anything, and thank you for dedicating your time to this training today. Guys, I'd love to get your feedback on today's training. Really, if you could just write a sentence about today's training, it would mean a tremendous deal. People asking, what is the relationship between B Global, which is the company with the products, it's our team that we've got the products from, B Global, and eBay. So there is a tremendous connection between B Global and eBay. Let's bring David back in for that. Our founder of B Global was a very, very successful eBay seller himself. He got to $7 million. He joined us at the live event in Vegas. You're going to see him at the live event. He got to a $7 million or something like that, $9 million. I don't remember the exact number in a year. Has a very good relationship with the VPs at eBay. A tremendous relationship. He knows what was working with eBay and built a relationship with eBay. Again, David, you could just reiterate something you said before, but people perhaps didn't quite get. The relationship between with B Global and eBay, and why this is not some external company that is just guessing its way to success for its members.
I will try to explain that, and thanks for the opportunity to do that. eBay does not like drop shipping. They want people who sell on their platform to actually own the product, and that presents a challenge for most people who, if they want to sell on eBay, they either do some what is called arbitrage, which they fulfill from Amazon or Walmart or other places like that. And if eBay catches that, the logarithms actually will catch that. It's quite easy. They will close your store. And people who have any kind of experience with that know that it takes a while to build a store with very good rating, 4 stars, 5 stars, and so on. And then to have it closed, you actually lose money and sales, of course, and everything around it. And it takes you a while to rebuild that. So the idea that the CEO of B Global came up with was to create a parallel platform that will be okayed by eBay. He met with the CEO of the company and did receive his blessings and created the platform that is absolutely dedicated to only fulfill orders that are being taken or being shown and taken on eBay. eBay is very happy about it because in a way, these products are not just being arbitraged by their competitor like Amazon, but they're being sold by wholesalers in the US and in other markets. So it's a win-win situation. Basically, the platform is comprised of a variety of products from a variety of suppliers. The platform is easy to use. It gets revised by eBay itself on regular basis, and they absolutely love it. In fact, you remember that in Vegas, a lot of people from eBay showed up as well to give freebies and all kinds of gifts to our members. The thing is that this is where it's at. Having a partnership and a winning partnership with eBay is at the base of our success. And it's at the base of the success of every member that joins and opens stores and sells without any risk of ever losing his store, his or her store. I hope this answers somewhat.
Very, very well put together, David. Thank you. This is very, very special. And I know you are very proud to represent B Global because of, there is something unique here, right? It's, in terms of the marketplace, it doesn't look the most attractive in the world, but who cares, right? The fact is they got 1 million odd products in there.
Right.
And we can take those products and who get that. It's not a public consumption.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. We are not here to make pretty looking products and stuff like that. That is more than anything the job of the sellers. Now we are placing the products, but the sellers themselves, the members, can actually improve the description. It's very, very important. We will teach you guys as you come along. We will teach you about all these things that we know. We cannot compress it all into a 1-2 hour session. We are doing it over weeks, and then Serge has, I think that we have dozens of videos on our platform that you can actually watch and learn. And we encourage you to please do that because it only helps you, helps us. It's simple as that. So if you actually follow this is what the consistency that we are talking about, that Barry is mentioning to you again, it's being consistent is it's important in life in general. Mm-hmm. Whether you're studying to be anything or whether you are working any place, be consistent in what you do. Even with the relationship, it's the same thing. So if you're consistent, you're going to most likely succeed. All the tools are there for you to succeed. It's free access in a way to a platform with 1.4 million products now. And we are adding products every day, every week. We're adding products. We are looking, and it's a live thing. This thing is basically a couple of years old. So it's a new business. It's a new and exciting platform. And we are improving it all the time. We are open to suggestions from members who are actually working on it already for a month or two. They already have ideas, and we are taking their input and changing wherever we can, and wherever we can improve it. We work it more almost like a community in a way that all of us are in this together because all of us together are succeeding together.
The beauty of this with our members here with the VIP is that obviously they have the best of both worlds, guys. And this is what this is all about. There's no rocket science here. If you were looking for rocket science, you obviously came to the wrong place. But what you do have is a community. All right, final comments, final questions. Guys, it's either now or never. Let me make it clear. If you haven't yet joined, but you are curious, you've got questions that haven't been answered or we've been unable to satisfy you, and you want to speak to a member of our team,
click on the Save Me spot.
Fill out the form. You will then be able to speak to a member of our team. Excellent. Yosef Ankin, I mentioned your name before as well. You're in and you are safe as well. All right. I think we can wrap this up. Let's just go around the room. Final comments. First of all, let's start with you, David. What are your final comments? Thank you again, taking 2.5 hours out of your schedule to be with us.
I really want to thank you for this incredible evening. I wish we could have actually invented a crystal ball. That would have made such an easy sell, because I could actually show these guys, hey, take a look where you're going to be in a month from now. But I can't. They have to trust, and they have to trust themselves to trust what you are telling them, what we are all telling them here, and give it a shot. And then when you actually do give it a shot and you join, don't just join and then expect for things to happen. Participate. Focus in what we are doing here, because you are entering into an adventure that can change your life, literally can change your life. And that is without working hard. I mean, the entire world is turning internet-ish kind of a thing. So this is where it's at. The 9-to-5 jobs are being robotized somehow, and the future is online. So you guys, if you are putting your foot forward, you are way ahead of the game. Join, but when you join, do some work, do get involved, become part of the community. And welcome to those of you who have joined already, and welcome to those of you who are about to join.
First of all, David, thank you very much. You're super dedicated to our members, to your, to the Be Global community, and I thank you for everything that you've done for us. Thank you. I'm going to get to you, Serge, in just a minute, but remember, guys, no one left behind. That is the goal here. I only ask one other last thing, guys, and that is when you get to a point in 30 days, hopefully every single one of you is getting traction, that you agree to write into us and share with us your feelings about what it's meant to you and what the future is going to do for you, all right? That you share with us. I'll leave you one final anecdote. This happened to us at one of our live events a couple of years ago when we were teaching Shopify. We had a guy show up at our Shopify live event, and it turns out that this guy, and we were working at the time with Shopify, you know, we're talking to our members, seeing some people having success, a lot of people finding it hard to get traction. I'm being absolutely honest about this. And it's always been our frustration. So this guy shows up at the event, and Sebastian Cerezi is his name. And he tells everyone at the event that we're talking about who's made sales here. He puts his hand up. We said, how much have you generated? He says, well, I made 10 million euros. I said, what? 10 million? We didn't even hear from you. What the heck happened? He said, yeah, I don't really speak very good English. Basically, he made a lot of money from what we trained him on. He actually was one of those that actually took action. Very entrepreneurial, very unusual in that regard. That is certainly not an average case study for someone doing Shopify, guys. Most people didn't even get an initial sale because they didn't take the initial, do the initial training, or didn't do any sort of Facebook advertising, and could never get consistency. It was always a frustration for us. But this guy generated 10 million euros. And then he told us he took our course, put it into French, and generated another like 14 million euros. So we never heard from this guy. He happened to show up at our live event. If it wasn't for that, this guy went literally 2 years under the radar and never spoke to us. He had no reason to, had no questions to ask, never showed up for any training other than he got what he needed, applied it, and was very, very, very successful. In any event, why am I telling you that story? I ask you, please, from the bottom of my heart, when you start getting traction, share it with us. Don't just talk to us when you have questions. Please do that anyway. But when you start getting traction, let Sam know as well. He likes to also get the benefits of you guys getting the breakthroughs as well. That means a lot to us. Share that with the team. It means a lot to everyone in the office. All right, guys, I think we're pretty much done. If you have any other final question, fill out the form and speak to us. Our team will be happy to answer any question that you have. No question is taboo. Serge, the final comment, my friend, the man that brought this whole eBus to life, the one that showed us opened our eyes to eBay at the very beginning, and the person that brought Be Global into our lives. This is the guy who is more dedicated to our members than any other trainer I've ever met in my entire life. This guy's got a heart of gold. It's actually a heart of platinum. And you guys are going to feel that love from him and way beyond. You're going to get a lot more than you ever thought you'd get in this. And it's thanks to the dedication, the motivation, and the very special personality of Serge. I can't pronounce your family name, Serge. Most people can't, but I can pronounce the name Serge. So, Serge, why don't you share with everyone your final comments?
First, thank you very much for the kind word that you're saying about me. I really appreciate this, Perry. One thing I want to say, it's simple. It's like David said, there's no risk. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I really feel it's a great opportunity. Most of the work is done for you. You don't have to look for the products. And the rest, you'll have the training. It's easy. It's simple. It's really something that it's worth to take a chance if you really want to start generating another extra income, something additional to what you're earning currently. And I really feel this is something to take. It's a great opportunity. It's only available for a few days. So I think that you should really consider doing it and at least register. There's on Save Me eBus, that's what Barry mentioned, and I feel that you're going to see the result. And that's the great thing about this. It's exciting, and as we heard from Mark as well, it's exciting. Every morning now he wakes up, he wonders how many sales he had during the night. And if it's something that you would like to have the same feeling, then take this opportunity and join, and you will be happy to be part of this new family.
Awesome.
That's all I
Thank
wanted
you, Serge. That's very, very nicely, very succinctly said. Those are my sentiments exactly. Guys, thank you for your dedication. You guys are incredible. Let's now go